YouTube. This is Claudia, and I am here today to talk about Being Mary Jane on BET. I absolutely loved the episodes, all 9 episodes of Being Mary Jane, starring Gabrielle Union as Mary Jane Paul. I simply thought the subtitle of her being beautifully flawed was wonderful because we're all beautifully flawed. Not one of us is perfect. So when we see her going through the various events that she goes through and showing her flawedness, and we come up with her victorious and fall with her when she makes a decision that's not what all of us might think might be the best decision, or some of us, but still she makes her decisions anyway, and then she suffers the consequences as we all do. So Mara Brock Akil and her husband Salim Akil, as far as the production crew, that was awesome, and I pray you all are back on TV again with more episodes of it, because let me tell you, I looked forward to Tuesday night and Being Mary Jane and seeing Being Mary Jane. All of the lessons learned were just amazing. The quotations everywhere that Mary Jane loved to live by, on her bathroom mirror, on her bedroom window, they fed the soul when it came to learning about life and what we're going through and what others have gone through and what they have to say about it. Oh, the relationships, as far as the work relationships with Kara, played by Lisa Vidal, and Gabrielle Union, those were just so real as far as what women deal with when they work together. I love the friendships that Mary Jane had with her girlfriends. I love them getting together, drinking, partying, having a good time, telling the dirt on one another. Oh, and the love lessons that Mary Jane learns, as far as you can't look at a person and determine their financial worth and then say they're dismissed. I mean, same thing can be done to you in different ways. And to know that she was really in love with David was intriguing too at the end, especially when she and Andre were getting it in, and basically almost every episode. But it was shocking that Andre would go back to his wife, Avery, but still, that is, when you think about it, typically what happens when married men miss their children and their children are far away from them. Can they be really good long-distance dads? And couples need to work on their sexual problems if they have sexual challenges. So what if they have to do whatever they have to do to learn about whatever excites the other? That's just something that you have to do in relationships. And it's difficult when you go outside of your relationship to maybe find what feels good to you instead of going to your spouse and discovering that with that person. So we saw all of that. Oh yes, I love the gay character Bradley on the show, and what he was going through professionally, and his life, his lover, his husband, his home, all of that, the things that he learns. But I would have loved being a lesbian. I would have loved seeing a lesbian on the show. But it was great seeing a gay male character. It's like seeing yourself as well. So kudos in so many places, in so many areas for Being Mary Jane. Oh my goodness, I hope it comes back. And it was just marvelous seeing Gabrielle Union, her fine self, every Tuesday, and her friends. Yes. But I do want to say that at the end, when she's riding in the limousine and going to almost like the ghosts of Christmas, going back through her past, learning her lessons and saying I'm sorry to the various people she's hurt, and the limousine driver says, okay, this book that I've read, Touch My Life, have you heard of Esther and Jerry Hicks's book, Ask and It Is Given? I thought, oh, that sounds good because I've heard of Jerry and Esther and Jerry Hicks. A friend of mine had their book on the secret, attraction, the law of attraction. So I went out and got a Kindle copy of the book, their book, Ask and It Is Given. Since Mara wrote it, wrote it into the series, I said, okay, let me go see what I've missed, what I've been missing here. But I would have wanted my book written in Mara, and my book talks about love, and it is If You Love Me, Come by Claudia Moss. And since Mary Jane and her friends and everybody was learning about love and all of its various ways that it can show up in your life, my novel would have done a great job, and it would have been wonderful for Mara to have a sister written in as far as, have you read her book, except maybe instead of the limousine driver telling Mary Jane Paul about my book, possibly the doctor could have told her, or the friend that Mary Jane decided to let go because she was so mad that she told about her sperm, about the sperm she got from David. Anyway, I'll give them another chance to write me in, But nonetheless, it was a great job, girl. Mara, it was fabulous. Salim, great. Go. Gabrielle, love you all. And see you next time, beloveds. Bye-bye.